Hey, Chandler here with my daily thoughts on the daily movie news. So, Twitter has exploded over the last few hours with rumors that the next update of Apple iOS is going to add a theater mode to their phones that makes it easier to text, Snapchat, Facebook during movies without bothering the people around you. And people have had some strong opinions about that. Before I chime in with my opinion on what all this means and what to make of it, tell me in the comments section, do you tend to be on the side of things that's like, hey, people need to lighten up about movie going and using your phone? Or do you tend to be more on the side that, no, that's a sacred experience that needs to be protected and not interfere with other people? Which side are you on? And tell me, or do you tend to be a teenager, 20s, 30s, 40s? Kind of give an idea of your age range, because I think it's going to factor into this discussion a little bit, or in a way that I think is really important. With that said, here's my thoughts on the matter. First off, Apple can do whatever they want. They can add whatever apps they want, features they want that they think will make them money, and I have no problem with that. They're a business. That's how things work. That's how they're able to innovate, is by creating products that they think meet demands that people have. No issues with them, even if this is true that they're making theater mode, even if it's obnoxious theater mode or something like that. If they think it'll make them money, that's how they stay in business. So no issues with that at all. Though this does seem like an awfully specific feature for a very specific circumstance. So I don't know how wise it is. And even that kind of makes me wonder if this rumor is actually true, that they would create such a narrowly focused feature for their phones. With that said, when it comes to the idea of, do we need a feature so that people can use their phones more during the movies? Should people be allowed to use their phone during movies, or do people need to just lighten up? I think it kind of boils down to our expectations of people in society. And should we expect people in community settings, in social settings, to conform to the etiquette that's expected of that, or should we change the community to meet the individual needs of everyone there? Should we lower our standards so that everyone feels comfortable, or should we have standards that we expect people to live up to those standards? The reason I mentioned that, I'd like it if you could chime in with your age, if you leave a comment, not necessarily your specific age, but general age, if you comment on this, is because the head of AMC a few years back is infamous for saying that they're looking to change their standards for their movies and their policies and possibly having phone-friendly showings because, as he said, asking a 22-year-old to not take their phone into a movie and use it is like asking them to cut their arm off for 2 hours. And I hear that, and I can only think, if you're 22, if you're 18, and someone just said that you can't go 2 hours without your phone, you should be offended and angry. So I kind of want you guys to make the point that this is ridiculous, what he's saying, that you guys actually can go without your phone for 2 hours, and that's a reasonable expectation. But here's the problem with all of this, is that inherently this idea that I can go to the movies and use my phone and have a bright screen, I can talk to the person next to me, I can bring my 2-year-old baby to a rated R midnight showing, all of the things that are kind of rude movie behaviors that interfere with other people's viewing experience, the reason that those are so off-putting to me, and I don't particularly want phone settings that help people be on their phone, is it's a very narcissistic and self-centered way to go to the movies. This idea that I paid to get in here, this is the way I watch movies, and I like to be on my phone, and I want to have my kid with me, I couldn't get a babysitter, and why are you complaining? Because you're not there by yourself. When I go to the movies, I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. I fully understand how hard it is to get a babysitter, how difficult it is to get out of the house, that you want to go see movies. It's tricky. I've got a channel where I talk about movies, and I barely went to the movies last year because I've got a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. It's hard. I fully sympathize with that. But life has trade-offs, and I chose to have kids, and that means I can't go to the movies as often. And if you go to the movie with your 2-year-old to a midnight showing and it starts crying, and you stay in the theater, you're a bad parent and you're a rude person, because everyone in that theater paid to go see that movie, and it's selfish to do that. You might say, pull your phone out during a movie and it's just like this little screen, like, hey, what's the big deal? It's a big screen, it's just a little phone. Yeah, but In a dark room, the human eye is drawn towards light. And so if the person in front of you keeps pulling out their phone or their Apple Watch keeps going off and it's nice and bright, it draws people's eyes to it. Therefore, you're taking away from other people's experience. You went into an environment that's community-based, that has social etiquette tied to it, and you're demanding everyone else accept the fact that you want to be on your phone, that you want to bring your kid, that you want to talk. That's rude behavior. And the solution to society's problems isn't that we should lower social etiquette in community settings. It's that we all need to put on our big boy pants and learn how to function in communities. That's being so lost to the level that the guy that leads up AMC assumes millennials can't do it. They can't put their phone down. That's how far we've gone as a society and lost kind of the sense of social etiquette in functioning in community, in society, that we need to change the movie-going experience in order to cater to people that can't get off their phone. That's crazy to me. As a person that believes companies should be able to do what they want, if a movie theater wants to have cell phone, if AMC wants to have cell phone version movie experiences, I don't care if they do that, because as a business they have the right to do that. I sure hope society doesn't want that, though. Or they don't want it beyond the 4 o'clock showing when kids can take their parents take their kids to the movies or something like that. I don't want society. I think that will ruin the movie going experience. I think it cheapens society when we can't function as communities together, when we remove social etiquette. That waters all of it down. But a business should be allowed to do that if they'll make money. But come on, people. Come on, seriously. You need to be able to function within social environments and follow the rules, the etiquette, and think about the community experience, not your selfish experience. That you can go 2 hours without checking your cell phone, you can find a babysitter or realize you can't join this community activity, and you can be quiet for a little bit. You don't have to make little jokes. And I've gotten in trouble for this. And I'll close that. Maybe it's easy for me to say this because so I'm in Austin, the home of Alamo Drafthouse. Their movie theater chain, tons of them are in Texas. There's like 10 of them in Austin. They've gone national. Basically, they serve alcoholic beverages. There's a little table in front of you, so they serve meals and food. They do some film festivals. Very innovative, very famous chain of movie theaters that are spreading very quickly because they're very popular. And they are rabid about the fact that you cannot talk during movies. You can't get on your phone. Before every movie starts, they have like some video that they made that's like recordings of them kicking people out of they've kicked people out of the movies before for being on their phone. Then the people called in to complain. They just recorded that and they play it before the movies to make fun of you, because everyone that goes to an Alamo Drafthouse is like, yeah, someone's on their phone, you kick them out of the theater. They start talking, you kick them out. That's what you do. People want that. Some people have gotten so used to crappy movie experiences, they've just accepted, I can be on my phone, I gotta be on my phone. People don't want that. There are people that want a pure movie-going experience that's special, that's sacred, that's not your living room. I don't want to go to your living room and be whatever that's like when I go to the movies. I want to go to that special movie experience that you just watch a movie for 2 hours. You don't play on your phone. You're not distracted. People aren't talking all around you. You're not having a conversation. There are people that want that. Alamo Drafthouse has made the point they're exploding because they're creating an environment that loves cinema, that loves the movie-going experience, treats it like it's an adult environment. So anyway, that's my take on it. Apple can do what they want. AMC can have phone environments if they want. But us as the society, as the public, we need to put on our big boy pants, learn how to follow social etiquette. It's ruining culture when it's just this idea that I gotta be on my phone. I gotta keep checking my phone. How would I not talk to the person next to me? What do you mean I can't bring my 1-year-old kid to a midnight showing of this rated R movie where people are getting their throats slit? What do you mean I'm being selfish that my kid's crying and I'm not leaving the theater? Like that is so ridiculous that we're in a society that thinks that's okay. It's our responsibility to act as a society and as a culture that has social norms that's not unbelievably narcissistic. That's my take on it. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I don't want to just talk about the movie-going experience and what it's like when people start pulling out their phones. I want to talk about it with you. What's your take on cell phones in movies and crying babies at midnight rated R showings and annoying people that won't stop talking? Should they be kicked out? I say of course they should be kicked out. That's nice. And I've been threatened to be kicked out because I can get a little bit jokey during the movies. So tell me what you think in the comment section. And as always, thank you for watching.